Never let anyone tell you that you need at least $200,000 to buy property in Thailand. You can own a real nice apartment for less than a used Toyota. Really good condos start at $50,000. But here's what no one tells you about this number. And this is where financial disaster begins. By the end of this video, you will know the exact budget you need to own a property in Thailand. Plus, I'll show you the mistake that will cost you an extra $20,000. Most people calculate their budget like this. Condo costs $50,000. I have $50,000. That's a perfect marriage, right? Wrong. This is where problems begin. Hi everyone, it's Artem, and I've been selling Thai real estate for more than 3 years already. And I've seen very successful cases. I've seen people go broke. And the reason is always the same: the hidden cost that they didn't see coming. Let's imagine you wire $50,000 for your apartment. The transfer day comes and your lawyer says that you need another $3,000 for the transfer fees. You don't have it. What happens? You lose your money. If you don't calculate the hidden fees, you are not able to jump on the opportunity straight away. You won't get the discount you wanted. You won't be able to get the exact apartment you were dreaming of. And what you don't get if all of that happens: no property ownership, no rental yields, no capital gains, and no second chance on that price, because while you were scrambling for money, the market just rose. Guys, if you ever thought of acquiring the property and thinking, I can afford that without calculating the hidden cost, you are not alone. You are like 80% of the first-time buyers. If it's like that, hit the like button and stay for more. Now let's say you scrape together the money needed and you own an apartment. Congratulations, you're broke now. Your property sits empty all the time because you bought the property, but you don't have money for the furniture. So the apartment is not ready to be rented out. You continue to pay the maintenance, 6 months gone, and you are still not ready to buy the furniture. What does that mean? It means that you own an asset that are bleeding money. You decide to sell that property and no one buys, because everyone knows that would be an asset that doesn't make money. So let me break down the real numbers and let's understand what budget do you realistically need to acquire a property. So let's imagine the property price is $50,000. And first we need transfer fees. Transfer fees usually around 2%. That's $1,000. Then probably you will need a lawyer to help you with the deal. The lawyer will be another $500 to $1,000. Then the payment, the SWIFT cost, your bank will get a fee, the Thai bank will get a fee, and also you will lose some money on the conversion rates. Combined, those costs are around $300 to $500. Then some furniture and setup. The basic setup and the AC will be around $2,500. We're already at $5,000 above the price tag. And then the first year holding costs, maintenance fees, sinking fund, that's the one-time payment, and also some of the utilities setup. Combined, that's another $500 to $1,000. So if I'm not mistaken, that's $6,000 on top of our price tag. That's more than 10% of the property value. There is another trap when you buy in the entry-level budget. Now you are competing with Thai local buyers. They know the buildings, they know the developers, they can visit easily, and you are not in that position. So we can say you're buying blind from the overseas. What might happen as well is that this 50,000 property has 30,000 problems that the owner doesn't disclose. Maybe the building has some constructional defects or the water leakage. Maybe half of the owners don't pay the maintenance fees and don't care. The building is majority owned by Thai nationals, and the management company speaks zero English. So good luck getting anything fixed or understood. Guys, what's your realistic budget for the Thai property? Drop a note in the comments below. Is that all that disastrous in Thailand? Of course not. If we can go a little bit higher with our budget to, let's say, $100,000 to $150,000, you are in a much better situation. You get the rental yield of 5 to 7 or 8% in Bangkok, or 8 to 12% in Phuket. You get a nice resale value depending on the unit you own, but typically should be between like 6 and 9 months. You get quality tenants, you get a nice management company which speaks perfectly English and does everything end to end, and you don't need to bother. In Bangkok, you get strong capital appreciation in the future BTS areas. And what you avoid if you go with this budget is the maintenance nightmares. You avoid bad buildings, you avoid areas where nobody wants to rent, you avoid cheap construction issues. Sounds like a plan, but it's not all, and here is something that kills the majority of budgets. The developer payment plan trap. For example, developer offers 20% down payment, then 20% in installments, and the balance, 60%, you pay on the completion date and on the transfer date. And this transfer date comes in 2 years. And this is awesome news, right? So for now, if we're speaking 100,000 price tag for the condo, you need just 20,000 as a down payment and you're good to go. What happens in real life? You pay 20,000 today, then next year you pay 20,000 in installments. You already paid out 40% of your condominium, but then the transfer day arrives and you will need to pay $60,000, and on top of that, some of the hidden fees, the transfer fees, the maintenance fees, the sinking fund, the utility bills, and so on. That's not 60, that's 60 plus. And the problem is you don't have it. You were not saving for the last payment for your apartment, and what happens? You lose your unit and developer sells it to someone else with a higher price usually, just because the market moved on and the unit is ready to move in. So the best you can do is be very realistic about your budget, or don't think that you will get a promotion in your work and you will make more money. It might not happen and you will be in trouble with your property acquisition. So how much money do you realistically need to own a property in Thailand? The minimum entry is between 55 and 60K USD, but with some significant compromises. The comfortable range would be between 100 and 150,000 US dollars. So good quality projects with good rental potential and with nice capital appreciation gains. If you have 200,000 US dollars, you already can look into something more premium, with better liquidity, with better rental yields, and in general with much better experience if you want to use this property for yourself. So watch out. If you have just 50,000 US dollars and you want to spend it towards a 50,000 condo, you're not ready for that. Because to acquire this 50,000 condo, you will need at least 60. You need some savings and you need some extra money to cover all the hidden costs. We can help you actually with getting these hidden costs not to 10 but to 5 or 3,000 US dollars, but still it's not 50, it's more. That extra budget is not optional, it's a must. And it's the difference between a successful investment and a financial disaster. The smart approach would be take whatever budget you want to spend towards the property and add 10%. That's your realistic budget for the property acquisition. And try to optimize your costs. For example, go to the new developments, to the off-plan projects versus the secondary market. If you are serious about buying a property in Thailand and you want serious numbers, good business cases, no hidden fees whatsoever, there is a link for you in the description below. My company and me personally, we will be happy to assist you with finding the right properties for your budget and for your investment goals. We will give the honest consultation of what you can afford and whether it's the right time to invest today. Hit the like button if this video saved you from the financial disaster, and remember that buying cheap in Thailand might be very expensive. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, it will help us tremendously, and check those videos. I'll see you in the next one.